I got in trouble when I was maybe 15, 16 years old. I got arrested for armed robbery with a firearm, and I just didn't know better. I grew up in a family which I thought being a gang was being part of being that was the everyday life. My grandma was a gang member, my grandpa was a gang member, and I didn't know better.
You know, I live in a really nice neighborhood, thankfully, and the people in my neighborhood, their kids have very good lives, very bright futures, but everyone knows that life is much harder for kids who grow up in inner cities. They often come from poor, single-parent homes, and too often get involved in gangs and criminal activity. We went down to National City, California, and met some really great people who've devoted their lives to helping at-risk kids in their neighborhood.
National City is a very nice neighborhood, a lot of single-family homes. We do have a gang problem, and we have problems with drugs, as in any other community. The Community Youth Athletic Center pretty much started out in 1991 in the backyard of Mr. Carlos Barragan Jr. and Carlos Barragan Sr. Pretty soon, we had so many kids that we had to find a bigger building. With the help of UPS and the Barona Band of Mission Indians, we were able to expand to the facility that we have now. We handled about a dozen kids per year, and they are all at-risk kids. All these kids are kids that have been kicked out of various other programs. They come to us, they need a family, and we provide them the family, we provide them the guidance, and we provide them the ability to succeed in life.
My name is Jose Vargas. I got involved in the gym probably approximately around 1997 after I was released from Rancho del Campo, and now I'm applying for the National City Police Department, and hopefully everything goes well. Hopefully next time I talk to you guys I pass and I'm a police officer.
There are many benefits to the kids that come through here. The biggest benefit is that we will not see these kids in the prison system or the criminal justice system.
The CYAC is a great example of ordinary citizens taking responsibility for improving their community. You'd think city officials would do everything possible to support their efforts, but instead, the city wants to replace the gym with a swanky high-rise condo. Jeff Rose is an attorney for the Institute for Justice, the nonprofit public interest law firm that represents the CYAC.
Right here in National City is really one of the most egregious examples of the abuse of eminent domain that I've encountered since I joined the Institute for Justice.
What they're saying is, this is what we're going to do, and we want you to cooperate with us. If not, we're going to eminent domain you and take your property.
Eminent domain, as you might know, is the traditional power of government to take property for a public use. Really, public use has traditionally, until about the end of the Second World War, really just meant a public use. In other words, the government could take your property for a road, or a school, or a post office, or a military base, or a public park.
If the city was coming in and saying, we're going to build a road here, or we're going to build something that's going to benefit everybody, I don't think we could really fight with that. But what they're doing is lining the developers' pockets and lining their pockets.
Brad Ralston is the Director of Redevelopment in National City, California.
There's two key boundary lines. There's the redevelopment plan area, was the red line, which was the whole redevelopment area, and then there's the area within that where the agency has the ability to use eminent domain. Within that footprint of ability to use eminent domain, as I understand it, there are 600 or 700 parcels in that area.
The typical eminent domain story is a modest neighborhood or a modest collection of small businesses that a wealthy developer wants so the developer can transform it into high-rise condominiums or a big box store.
I believe our residents want redevelopment. They want to see their city, move forward. They don't necessarily engage in the details of that, such as eminent domain. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not sure how many of the residents would know what that even means.
Yes, my name is Cesar Enriquez. I've past president for 3 terms here at the National City Eagles, 2712. And the eminent domain concerns me very deeply because of our roots here in National City, and I think it's an unjust issue that not is only going on in National City, but throughout our country, of government officials and private developers coming in and just wiping us off the map.
Just right from the very core of my heart, I think it's wrong to take away somebody's property when they don't want to sell it. So anytime you move, it's a bad thing, and this is my street traffic where people, we're on the mile of cars, and we are the closest motorcycle shop to the world's largest naval base. How many hours of sleep have I already lost? You know, I've lost a ton of hours of sleep. You just sit there, you can't, what are you going to do? There's enough uncertainty in business anyway, and then literally not just pulling the rug out from underneath you, but pulling the concrete slab in the land that you're working and building on, that makes it tough, you know, so.
The benefits of redevelopment are predominantly economic.
If all you're looking at is money, and that's it, I'll agree with them that, hey, you know what, get rid of everybody here. But that's not what life's all about. That's not what this Constitution tells us.
The argument against eminent domain is an easy one to make because it's fundamental to property rights, which are fundamental to, you know, the American way, the American dream.
As you can see, we have a boxing ring. We teach these kids not to give up, to fight for what they believe in.
On June 19th, 2007, the CYAC held a public rally to protest the city's plans.
The government should not be taking your hard-earned property and your American dream to give to rich people to build condos for other rich people.